Hello guys, today we'll be discussing about the demo of manual automation testing provided by 2020 Consulting with SDET Talent Hub. So we will be discussing about the whole program that we are offering for the people who are from non-IT background, and people from any background can be able to do this course. So this course includes the whole set of manual automation testing. So we will be going through the introduction and I will show you some demo of how we teach. So you can feel the way that we teach and what we actually teach in this course. Okay, let's start. Okay. So as a part of this course, so this is the course overview that we actually teach. This course contains manual testing and automation testing, and we also provide volunteership program for people to gain experience, and we also support in placement and job support. So let's start. So the first phase of this course will be manual testing. Second phase will be automation testing. Let's see how it goes. Now, in the software manual testing, these are the concepts that we cover as a part of the course. We cover the fundamental concepts of manual testing, which makes your brain to think like a manual tester, and you need to understand what a tester does and how he look like and what he does. So this include test. We also discuss about test case and test plan, which is the core components of software testing. We also teach the methodologies that we follow as a part of software development, like SDLCs, like waterfall, V model, Agile, Kanban, BDD, and TDD. So we also discuss different types of testing, like starting from unit testing, system functional, UAT, regression, and non-functional like performance tests, etc. However, because now a lot of companies following the latest methodologies like Agile, we teach what is Agile and the roles and responsibilities of each and every individual when you're working in Agile, and the process of Kanban, and we actually teach the details of Agile, and we also teach how that's different from other models and how you can perform your day-to-day activities in Agile methodology. After that, we actually teach what will be an important part of an Agile testing, which makes everybody in the team to talk about a single source of truth. And that single source of truth will be the Gitkin scenarios. Your acceptance criteria will be written in Gitkin, and your automation test will be consuming these Gitkin scenarios to transform that into a Java or other languages, and that code will be used as an automation scripts. So the way from acceptance criteria till your automation tests, this is all single source of truth, and this is which help everybody to actually talk a single language, that is Gitkin. So we discuss that. And we also discuss about how the BDD process works, because BDD is behavior driven. So once your company is in a very mature state, then they can follow the process like BDD and TDD. So BDD is where the testers will be mostly working for, and we discuss about that. However, the outcome of the whole testing process is raising the bug. So we discuss how we can raise the bug and how we can report to developers. And this whole goes through showing some real-time experience, which I'll show you today, We also have a small bit of mobile testing, which actually a lot of companies are having some mobile apps like React, iOS, and Android. So we discuss about how we can test that, and the whole course is being kind of aligned to ISTQB examination, and that ISTQB examination is always a good thing to do as a part of software testing to show that you got a certification that you are right to do software testing for any company. Let's go into the detail. So the next thing that I'll be talking today is about the tools. So you can't be effective if you're not using tools. You can't be manual writing a lot of scripts on Excel sheets and then that go somewhere. So we actually discuss about few tools. The most interesting, we'll be discussing about a tool called TestRail. So this is a TestRail, which is a test management tool for software testing. Here you can see that this is the test cases that my students are writing to test various applications. So let us go to one of the project. It is called MedBase. So we're going to that. So you can see that this specific project have a lot of test cases. So this tool is what we will teach you. We'll teach you how you can add test cases, how you can run the test cases, and how we can report the bugs. So it got a lot of advanced, lot of features that we can show you, where you can write the test, you can write the test steps, and you got a lot of options to play around. So this tool is helpful for you to understand how to write your test cases, how to run the test cases, and how you can measure the progress of any testing process. Okay, so you can see that a lot of projects that you can manage. Okay, the next thing that we will do today is a tool called Jira. So if you go to the next tool that we discuss will be Jira. So we'll show you how Jira and how we use the Jira. So Jira is a task management tool, and this Jira is integrated with TestRail. So you can see that so we will give an option for you to work with Jira. So this is what our students are currently doing. So you can see that there is a lot of task management, test management, and there are a lot of work which is being done one by one. So you can see that there's a process that we use to kind of write the test cases. So we can use Jira board to any number of different things. So we can use this, and we also have some other projects that we actually show with. Okay. Okay, so you can see that some of our students actually working on a lot of tasks. You can see that they're doing one round of software testing on the project. So we can see that this is a project which actually includes a lot of functionality. So this is, you can see that there are a lot of feature files here, and there's a lot of tasks here. So you can see that some of our students are working very actively on these features. And we also give an option to work with different projects, like mobile app development projects and mobile app testing projects. Example, see that there's something called push notification. So we actually have the tasks to create a lot of work. So you can see that we will be showing how to raise a bug and how we can add. This is an acceptance criteria, so we can see that how the information is being sent from developers to testers and how the process works. So this way we actually teach the people to use Jira tool effectively, and we actually show how the process works from starting to ending. So this gives an a real-time experience of how the tasks are being managed and how the Jira process is followed in a real time. Apart from that, interestingly, we also got to show something about Confluence, which is a repository management tool where we put all the documentation of any company. So you can see that right now we got a lot of documents here. Okay, you can have a look into our documents and we can see how it works, and we actually show you how the process documentation works and how different levels of information is shared. Okay, so we show you this, we show you the Confluence. Okay, and we show you how you can create the documents in the Confluence and how it works. All right, and we can have multiple project spaces, and we can have multiple people in the team, and you actually can collaborate each other on the documentation side. So Confluence is used for putting all the documentation at one place. And finally, very interesting thing which I need to show you is in a typical software testing process, once we got the test cases written like this in this detail, so after a couple of test runs, then we think about automating them. So how do we automate them is, if we got a straightaway test cases like this, where we have test cases, test scripts written in a normal English language, you can convert them in Gitkin. So Gitkin is an advanced tool which actually makes your way of you write the tests in a very different way. So for an example, if I take this example, so we will show you how we can see that the syntax is working. That's it. So now this is what we will actually help you to write this in a proper format. See, if you write this, you will get this. So the fundamental way of writing Gherkin is being taught in the course, and we also will teach how you can convert your whole tests into a simple Java program. Right now, we can easily convert your Gherkin into program, and we also will show you how we can add examples as well. So we can add examples. You can add like 2 rows. For an example, I do this, then insert table, then you can see that we just table. Okay, so we can insert data also using examples. This is how we show how we can write your code or your Gherkin scenarios, and that scenarios will be very much useful. So that way manually we will show how to use those tools. And coming to for today's demo, let me show you some. As I said, I had shown you that how we can in the demo we had shown you how you had converted your test cases into Gherkin format. Okay, so this is the demo that I had shown you. So basically we take the whole test cases from the test rail and we copy paste it. So before that we will make sure that we select only few test cases for the creation pack, not all, and convert them everything into Cucumber feature file or Gherkin language, and which will be a perfect input for our automation testing. Finally, whatever we do here, it is based on the live projects. Right now, I'll show you that we are actually running few live projects on our application. You can see that we got a front end, an application which have some front end, And this application is completely deployed for us, and our testers will use it vigorously. And they create their own test data here. So this is, we got multiple live projects, and this is one of the project. Why I can say that live project is we own this. So we actually have an option to go as an admin, perform a lot of tasks. Yeah, okay, so we can log into the portal and we will show you how you can use this application. We also have a documentation for this application. So we have the documentation for this whole application. So this will be our basis for you to write any test cases. For example, we got this. You can see the how we can test any functionality and how the manufacturers will be displayed and how filters will be working. So this example, take this filter criteria. This is our functionality, and you can go and test this in your application. And if you want to do any backend changes, this is a backend application where here you can actually create your own test data. Right now you can see that there is some test data that we created ourselves. So this whole data will be reflected here, and that way, like a real time, you actually will have an option to create your own test data. We also have the test database access. So if you want interested, we will give an access to database where you can perform some bad database testing as well. So this is the way we actually help the people to view the documentation and write some test cases in the test trail, and then execute the test cases here in test trail. And if they found any bugs, they can raise from the test trail onto Jira. And if they want to set up any test data, they can use this admin portal, or they can use database. That way, we actually give them access to multiple projects, and especially if they're testing anything further like integration testing, then we provide the dummy cards. So we got some test cards with us. We use the card numbers. That's what anybody does in a real time. So we use the test card. So if you want to purchase anything and you want to perform some testing, example in this case, if you want to test the payment gateway, so this is where you normally stuck. So we will help you to example, you want to test the credit card integration, so we provide some test data here. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay, so we can test all these test cases here, and you can see that the card is accepted. So there are some test data that we can put it from behind the screens, which will help you. Okay, that's it about manual testing. And now if you go to the next slide, which is ISTQB certification. So one of the important factors is once you people had strong experience on your manual testing and agile, then obviously we would recommend you to write the ISTQB exam, which is, and we also help you to book your ISTQB examination. And the ISTQB examination that we actually talk today, okay, and I'll go through the course content. So this software testing, we actually help you to write the ISTQB foundation level exam, and we got the syllabus here. So this is what we cover. So we are actually we can help you to write ISTQB exam, and whatever the course content that we actually provide here, it almost covers most part of the ISTQB exam. So after our course, you will be able to confidently go and write your ISTQB exam. We also help you to prepare the exam, and we help you to book your slot for ISTQB. And hopefully, if you perform well, this is an online exam you need to write, and if you perform well, you should be in a good shape. Okay, that's about manual, and we will connect automation very soon.